No, not every one of my videos starts with my coffee cup. Hello and welcome. Come on in. I am going to talk to you a little bit on my Dead On series. And one of the things I'm going to talk about, we're going to start right at the very beginning and sort of at the beginning, about death. The actual act of dying. A lot of you have asked me questions in regards to whenever a tragic accident happens. Tina, did they know they were going to die? Sometimes. Oftentimes you will hear stories, and especially me, because I'm in the business of the dead and dying. Thank you, Spirit on the Light. Especially with young people. Young man was talking to his mother, and he told her, he said, the song came on the radio. And as a joke, he said, play that at my funeral. And less than 2 weeks later, he died in a tragic car accident. And his mother asked me, Tina, did he know he was going to die? Well, that's a yes and a no. Thank you, Spirit on the Light. We don't know on a conscious level. Most of us. Some of us do get premonitions and are a little more in tune to that stuff and a little more insightful and catch those things as they pass through our thought process. But for the most part, we do not know the day we're going to die. We choose it. Now, thoughts are a little bit different on this. Do we get a couple of places in our soul contract that we can leave? Or is it just one? So it's divided up a little bit. For example, a lot of people have some very close calls and almost got taken out today on my motorcycle. Thank you, Spirit on the Light. Was that the day that that person was supposed to go? When we choose our soul contract, we sometimes, and this is where the thoughts are, the thought process is kind of divided on this. It's almost like driving down the freeway. You have a couple off ramps you can take to get to the same town, right? So there's a possibility that we get the opportunity to pick a couple of different points where we could possibly make our exit. And then the thought process is, because I've actually seen or talked to folks that have passed on that tell me that they picked that one day. Now, after their death, they can talk to me about soul contract, but beforehand, not too much light can be shed on that. It's most of us walk around not knowing what our soul contract is. One of the questions I get all the time is, did I choose to have a life of poverty? You may have. Did I choose to have a life of turmoil? You may have. And I'm being funny. Yes, you did. You choose your body. You choose your parents. You choose your date of birth. You do choose a lot of things in our life at this soul contract, but we do not remember that. That we come down here on a soul mission and our memory is wiped clean. So whatever that contract is that we agreed to, we obviously don't remember. Now we can get there through meditation, through spiritual learning, And you can see a lot of things in your own soul contract that you have taken on purpose. Now, the harder your life is, the more brutal, the more grueling it is. That's a path you chose. Now, it may be because you had such great success and everything was just milk and honey in the prior lifetime. And then when we transition and we go back up above, kind of sit around a union meeting, kind of a get together, and this is with your soul family. Okay, we'll touch on soul family a little bit. And it is a lot of the same people that you deal with in lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. Anyway, we sit around up there and we go, you know what? Last time around, I was a loving, caring, compassionate human being, very much like Mother Teresa. So next time I need to get more experience, I'm going to be a murderer. Can you come in and help me play can you be the dead guy in my next life? And we come into agreement on that. I often tell people that we will also, and I hope every bigot out there hears this loud and clear. We often return wearing the prejudices we have in this life. So if you hate gays, blacks, anything, guess what? Guess what? You're going to get to wear that. Now, nobody has to do, it's not any kind of a punishment when we come into a hard life. Now, we take it down here in the physical world like, man, I can't survive. I can't pay my bills. And my boyfriend always dumps on me and yada, yada. You got to remember I chose that. Got to remember I chose that. I have often said that I've never seen anybody die that wasn't ready. Even if it's a tragic car accident, murder, or suicide. That's the soul knew. The soul knew. So it was no big surprise. If we reach old age, and I hope I get there, we begin to see some things with more clarity. We become more awake. A lot of people, most people, there are a few old curmudgeons that stay sour, grouchy, bitchy people to the clear end, but oftentimes as we age, we gain a clarity that when we see certain behaviors in other people, we recognize it in ourselves. I was in a restaurant the other day and I seen a young mother screaming at her kids. I mean, they were absolutely unruly and she just couldn't take in it and let them have it. What mother, who of us that are mothers or fathers have not done that? And yet we look at other people and go, ooh, I did behave that way. I can see myself in that action and that behavior. So we may even have chose, absolutely we have, chosen our personalities also. There we go. I'm going to just kind of drop this video here. I kind of wanted to let you know how things start with the soul contract, how it relates to from everything from the beginning to the end, all of the choices that we've made. If you're taking a look at your life and go, I can't do anything better because I already made this choice, you're wrong. You don't know what choice you made. The choice you may have made in that soul contract may be to finish this lifetime in a bang. Colonel Sanders never hit millionaire status till he was in his 70s. There's still time to make a success out of your life. Don't throw in the towel. Get back up and start swinging. All right, you guys, there you have it. A little bit of action out of the light. You know, I never leave you that I don't bless you. Sincerely, with love and light. See you soon.